Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to another video. It's been a little while, but again, I've been busy. So I just wanted to get on here and share a question that was posed in the Sisters Hijra Emirat group regarding children who don't yet have their residency being enrolled in school, like the allowability or the permissibility of them being enrolled in school here or the nurseries here in Dubai or the UAE, period. So it's a good question because many times the parents, of course, no, actually all times, the parents are the ones that get residency first. And you have to get residency as a parent in order to be able to sponsor any dependents. So that's a good question actually. So um, when you are in the stage of transition, when you get your residency and then you're waiting to sponsor the children for all of the documents to get processed and everything like that, but the child needs to enter school urgently, then you would request from the school to allow the child to enter, but you would have to provide them with your Emirates ID, your visa, and the document stating that the residency for the child is being processed, and they will let the child enter the school. If the school doesn't want to let the child enter, then you can contact the Ministry of Education and ask them to write a letter for you as a request to allow the child to enter the school while you're processing your documents. We were facing the same thing when we came here. Um, I had, received my Emirates ID and everything like that, and my visa, but the children hadn't yet undergone their processing, so we weren't able to sponsor them yet. We were in the process of it, but the children needed to go to school. So we came in July, and we went and visited the school. I already had a list of schools anyway. Before I came, I prepared. I had a list of schools. I contacted them. Some of them told me that it was a deadline. They weren't taking any children past April, which of course we came after April. Those are things you find out when you come here. You're like, okay, well, it said nowhere on the website that your deadline was, you know, in April or in May or something like that. But those are the things, the challenges that you face when you come. So anyways, we go to the school, one of the schools that accepted us, and they were accepting registrations up until September. So we went in August. We got here in July. We went there in August to the school in Ajman, and we bought all of the books and the uniforms. We got the courses and everything. The kids were registered just with our Emirates ID, or my Emirates ID and passport, and their school documents, yes, and vaccination. That's right. Okay, so you need vaccinations. I forgot about that. Vaccination documents, or documents saying that you opted out of vaccination, for special causes, because I know some of you have that from your country. So you have to bring those documents and the children's report cards and or their grades, and and then you can register them. But they had to be the report card. Did we? I had tested. I think I had tested. Yeah, we had tested their report cards as well. So yeah, their grades have to be attested, and then you can register them as long as you provide all of those documents as proof that you're in the process for the children to get their visas and everything. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. Nurseries, apparently, of course, I didn't have any small children when I came, but the sister in the group asked about nurseries in particular. So a sister answered her and told her, yes, even for the nurseries, you need to provide them with a document stating that their visa is in process. So, same thing for the nurseries. So, I hope that was beneficial. One more thing to know before you come to prepare for. Attestations are very important before you come. I think I mentioned in the last video that if you don't attest them before you come, then inside of the country, everyone is looking for exploitation. They the opportunity to charge you more money. I won't say exploitation. It's their work. You know what I mean? If they're going out of their way to send your documents to your country or whatever resources that they have in order to attest your documents, that they include all of that extra work into their price, because the attestation is not cheap in and of itself, depending on how many documents you have, even if you go to your own country. Well, I know in the U.S., I can't speak for all countries. I don't know. Maybe it's cheaper in other countries. In the USA, they charge you. It is not cheap. So it probably depends on what country. I'll say that. It might not be for expensive for every nationality and every passport, depending on who you're going to. But I know for the U.S., minimum, you're going to pay $1,500 per document if you process them inside of the UAE. If you go through a service here. So, all right, that's the what I have to share for today. And inshallah, I will see you all in the next video. And don't forget the Hijra mandate sacrifice. Ma'assalam.